in order to introduce this article, I want to actually read kind of a long quote from another article from 2018, also from the Telegraph. And this is on child marriage and sex trafficking in Bangladesh by Corinne Redfern. It's been 5 years since Rupa was trafficked into the brothel. Married at 11 years old to a man in his 30s who she'd never met. She spent her wedding day playing hide and seek with her cousins in the mud. I ripped off pieces of my sari to make little wedding dresses for my dolls, she remembers. When my husband raped me that night, I didn't understand what was happening. I only felt pain. She fell pregnant shortly after, but when her husband was killed in an accident at work, her family refused to take her back. They said they couldn't afford to look after me or my son. I wasn't a virgin anymore, so no man would marry me. Hungry and alone, the then 13-year-old took a train to Dhaka in the hopes of finding work in a garment factory. A woman saw me crying at the station and said she had a friend who was looking for a maid, Rupa says. I followed her home, but she sold me here instead. And of course, this excerpt was taken in an interview with this young girl at a brothel in Bangladesh. And, you know, I just want to say that, like many poor and orthodox religious countries, this is common, unfortunately. And young girls, particularly women in general, are devalued. We see it in Christianity. There's evidence for it throughout the Bible. There's evidence for it culturally, whether you look at Mormons or just basic texts stating that women can't, be in the church or can't be vocal in church. They can't teach men. They can't lead and in many cases work. And so we see that across the world, but particularly in Bangladesh, they are incredibly poor, a 91% Muslim country, and they're just living with a lot of turmoil. And of course, the females, the younger they get, are the ones that bear the brunt of such atrocity.